If you're talking on your sales calls more than you're listening, then you're going to lose a sale. Almost always, when I get a cold call from some salesperson, they immediately launch into whatever their pitch is without knowing anything about me. I'm just the next caller in their CRM. They're auto robo dialing through, and they don't have any real information about who I am as a human being and what's important to me. And because of that, they come off as a robot, and I either hang up on them or I attempt to help them craft their sales narrative in a way that might make what they're selling relevant to me. But almost always, they are too scripted and they can't even integrate any of the things that I'm saying into their sales call. Good sales is about active listening, and a a non-salesy sales call is about holding space for someone. Almost everybody has some resentment or frustration that is going on in their life right now. And one of the most powerful questions that you can ask someone on a sales call, and I almost always launch directly into this question as quick as I can. Someone will answer the phone. I'll say, hey, it's John with whatever product I'm representing on that particular day. And I'll say, I was just curious about what your experience in the such and such industry has been in a post COVID-19 world. What's happening with you right now? That question, what's happening with you right now, or what's happening in your business, gives them permission to then vent to you whatever the most potent emotional thing on their chest is. And when we let someone vent like that, all of that emotional energy comes out. And when someone is allowed to vent without someone judging what they're saying, it creates an affinity with the person who's holding that space. So we, as salespeople, our sole purpose is to hold enough space for someone to be able to get mad or sad or angry or vent about their business partner or vent about their husband or wife or vent about their children. We're holding space for all of that. And after they have properly vented, and we can help them vent by asking questions like what's happening with you? What's happening in your business? What's one of the most frustrating things that's happened this week? What kind of support are you looking for? These are all questions that are designed for you to get them to start to express what's on their chest, what they've been holding back from everybody else in their life. And when they do this, they start to have a sense of relief. And that relief gets associated with you as the salesperson. And of course, in that venting, they're giving you all the information that you need in order to close them, because they're telling you all the things that are wrong. And then all you have to do is connect the dots into how your product or service can help them solve and find some additional relief in some of those things. So when it comes to sales, I want you to start practicing sales as an active listener. I firmly believe that if done properly, a good salesperson should be acting like a missionary. They should be going out and spreading the good news that profits are available, revenue is available, my product can help you, relief is available. And by spreading that good news, you, one, are bringing light into someone's life. So if you can get somebody to laugh, if you can get somebody to see the silver lining in something, that's an interesting experience for somebody to have on a cold call. But even more importantly, if you can let somebody unpack their frustrations without judging them for that, without trying to steer them away towards your product, just give them the space to talk about whatever they need to talk about. And that question, what's happening in your business? What's happening in your world right now? What's your biggest frustration? What kind of support are you looking for? Those can all be such impactful questions that allow somebody to really tell you what their desire under the desire is, what their frustration under the frustration is. And with that information, A good consultant, and remember, no matter what your product or service is, you should be showing up in your business as a consultant, as somebody who is a problem solver. Because when you can bring solution to the table, people will pay you more money and pay you beyond your hourly rate. They will pay you for the value that you're delivering at the results level. And we start to be able to connect the dots of people's frustrations to the solutions that we can point to by letting someone actively talk while we hold the space for them and listen. So I want you to remember that the next time that you're afraid of jumping on a cold call or afraid of the sales process, all you're doing is becoming a good listener. Good sales is strong listening. It's active listening. So hopefully that will soften some of the ickiness that sometimes gets associated with selling. And I promise you that if you will show up as a listener rather than someone projecting your ideas and perspective onto someone without ever getting into any of the details of their life, this will make you a better closer when it comes to selling your product. So practice listening. Anytime you're sending out cold text messages or emails, what you're wanting to do is engage somebody to unpack their day and what's happening. As simple as that question is such a valuable way to get somebody to just unload everything that they haven't been able to unload to anyone else in their life. And of course, anybody who's unloading and expressing the thing that they can't express is going to find relief, is going to give you information that will be valuable to your sales process, and more importantly, is going to give you the information that allows you to truly deliver a relevant solution to them. And that's what sales is all about. You are a problem solver. You are bringing them a solution, and they will gladly pay you for the solution if you can deliver on your promise. So, if you'd like more guidance on how you can develop your own sales process or how you can develop some of the copy and messaging on your website, in your social media, through text messages, through email, warm and cold contacts, there's so many different things that you can do to start growing your business, but it can feel overwhelming if you don't know what order to do those things in, or if you don't feel like you're good at executing on those things. I'd love to invite you to the Awaken Entrepreneur Power Hour. It's a group of like-hearted entrepreneurs who get together once a day for an hour, and we support each other in our businesses. You don't have to show up every day, but the more that you show up, the more that you're going to be able to get over that hump of procrastination, and you're going to be able to get expert insight from me and my team of consultants on exactly the most highly leveraged actions that you can take in your business to start closing more deals, making more money, and more importantly, helping more people. So head on over to awaken-entrepreneur.com. I'd love to see you in the group, and I'd love to support you in whatever way makes sense. In the comments, let me know what's happening in your business.